I was able to get part 2 of the hotel choosing done. If you have not watched part 1, I will leave a link in the description below. Make sure to check that out. The first video was more about you guys, different ways to save money on your Walt Disney World resorts and different things you should be considering when you are trying to find a hotel. This video here is more about the hotels themselves. I will be giving you an overview of the different resorts on Disney property, as well as kind of what you get when you're staying at a value, moderate, deluxe, you know, that kind of stuff. All right, well, let's get started. Let's get into the overviews.
Pop Century Resort celebrates what was popular throughout the various decades. The sections of this resort are dedicated to a certain decade, and the theming, statues, and such go along with that specific decade. The sections are 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Art of Animation. The theming focuses on the animation process and popular Disney and Pixar characters. The sections of this resort are divided into The Little Mermaid, Cars, Lion King, and Finding Nemo. Each section features large-scale statues and drawings of the respective characters. Unlike the other value resorts, this resort focuses more on family suites. The only regular standard type rooms are found in the Little Mermaid section. All other sections are solely suites. All-Star Movies. Similar to Art of Animation, the theming of this resort focuses on Disney movies, both animation and live action. Also featuring large-scale statues, the sections are divided into Fantasia, The Love Bug, The Mighty Ducks, Toy Story, and 101 Dalmatians. All-Star Music, a tribute to various music genres from rock to jazz. Each section of the resort focuses on a genre and features large-scale statues such as jukeboxes. The only other value resort besides Art of Animation that offers family suites, but does have plenty of regular rooms as well. Sections are divided into rock, country, calypso, jazz, and Broadway. All-Star Sports, theming based on competitive sports. Sections divided into football, surfing, baseball, tennis, and basketball, with large statues such as football helmets and such. Caribbean Beach Resort looks like you are at a tropical paradise. The resort is very colorful, and the grounds are very lush with tropical greenery. The sections of this resort are divided into villages: Trinidad North, Trinidad South, Jamaica, Martinique, Aruba, and Barbados. Each village will have its own color scheme. The main feature pool of this resort is a pirate-themed pool, and there are also special pirate-themed rooms available as well. Port Orleans French Quarter. This resort has a New Orleans Mardi Gras carnival-ish kind of feel. The buildings, of course, have a French Quarter look to them with a nice Disney touch. This resort has a lounge that on certain nights features live jazz music. The sections of this resort are divided into the northern and southern quarters. Port Orleans Riverside. Here you will find southern Louisiana charm in a park-like setting. This resort has a lounge that on certain nights feature a pianist whose act features mainly sing-along songs. Great night out for the whole family. There are two sections, Magnolia Bend and Alligator Bayou. Magnolia Bend has perfectly manicured landscaping where the buildings that your rooms will be in look like beautiful southern mansions. Alligator Bayou looks like you're in a state park, and the buildings have a woodsy cottage kind of feel to the outside. You will also find princess-themed royal rooms at this resort. Coronado Springs Resort. American Southwest and Northern Colonial Mexico sets the tone for this resort. There is a convention center on property, so this moderate has a little more features than the others. There is a spa and fitness club, beauty salon, and a lounge complete with a DJ. This resort offers business class rooms that have extra amenities, such as a club level area with snacks and drinks throughout the day. Sections are divided into cabanas, ranchos, and castitas. Fort Wilderness Cabins. Although they are considered moderate by Disney, they are the most expensive in this category and are nothing like any resort on Disney property. Instead of buildings that house several rooms, this location is set up as if you were renting a cabin in a park. There are individual log cabins throughout the woodsy area. Since this is a cabin and not an individual room, you get more amenities. There is a kitchen with a full-size fridge, microwave, cooktop stove, etc. The living spaces are separated. You will have a kitchen with living area, a bedroom, and a bathroom. There is a small front porch as well. A ferry boat can take you over to the Magic Kingdom, in addition to the regular bus transportation around Disney property. Animal Kingdom Lodge. This resort has a similar feel to that of Animal Kingdom Park. The landscaping is very similar to what you see in the park, and there are animals roaming the property. There are thatched roofs and African art adorning this resort, and there are even rooms that overlook the savannah so you can see animals right outside your bedroom. Wilderness Lodge. This resort has a national park lodge setting. There are totem poles, a large fireplace in the lobby, a creek, and even a geyser, to name a few of the rustic charms you will find here. Boardwalk Inn. This waterfront hotel gives you a Coney Island feel. You can be in the heart of all of the nightlife at Disney's Boardwalk, and Epcot and Hollywood Studios are just a walking trail or a boat ride away. The Yacht Club and the Beach Club. Situated across the water from the boardwalk, these resorts have a New England-style beachfront resort feel. These resorts sit right next to each other and do share some amenities. The Beach Club has a more laid-back, beachy kind of feel, and the Yacht Club is a little bit more formal and is more nautical in theme. Both resorts share pretty much the most coveted pool of all Disney resorts. Stormalong Bay is the largest pool and has the most to offer guests. There are 3 hot tubs, a large sand-bottomed pool, a lazy river, and a 230-foot-long shipwreck-themed water slide. Not to mention the smaller pools on property as well. These resorts are within walking distance to Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and the Boardwalk, as well as a boat ride to these locations. Polynesian Village Resort. South Pacific Hawaiian culture and decor will be found at this resort. Palm trees and tropical foliage beautifully landscape the grounds. This resort is on the monorail line and also has access to a ferry boat as well as the bus transportation. For further convenience, you can even walk to the Transportation and Ticket Center. Some rooms even have a view of the Magic Kingdom. The Grand Floridian Resort and Spa. Seaside Victorian elegance and sophistication sets the tone for this well-known Disney resort. The stunning lobby of this resort is 5 stories tall and features beautiful chandeliers, a live pianist, and an orchestra. Magic Kingdom rooms are available here as well. You will also find an award-winning 5-star dining experience at Victoria and Albert's. This resort is on the monorail line and does have a ferry boat that goes to the Magic Kingdom as well. The Contemporary Resort. The modern design of this resort is unmistakable. The monorail actually goes directly through the resort. The atrium features a beautiful 90-foot mosaic mural from artist Mary Blair. She helped with the design of the classic ride It's a Small World. Magic Kingdom views are also available at this resort, and this resort also does feature a walkway directly over to the Magic Kingdom. The Swan and Dolphin Resorts and the Shades of Green Resort are on Disney property, and they do have some of the same perks as the rest of the resorts that I have talked about. However, they are not owned and operated by Disney, therefore I will not be going over these resorts. Disney Vacation Club is Disney's version of timeshares. When becoming a member, you buy into it and purchase points. You can then use those points to reserve nights at a resort. If you are not a member, you can cash buy a room through Disney, or there are agencies you can go through to rent points, and doing it that way I've heard is generally a little bit cheaper than if you're booking directly through Disney. The Polynesian, the Contemporary, the Grand Floridian, Animal Kingdom Lodge, Wilderness Lodge, Beach Club Resort, and the Boardwalk Inn all have special DVC deluxe villas. The themes of those villas are basically an extension of their respective resorts, so I will not be going over those. However, there are a couple of resorts that are DVC only and are not connected to another resort, so I will go over those with you now. Old Key West Resort. The charm and fun of the Florida Keys, pastel colors, palm trees, and a nice laid-back feeling will be found at this resort. This resort also has access to the golf courses and a ferry boat to Disney Springs. Saratoga Springs Resort and Spa. The theme has been described as a Victorian-style lakeside resort in New York from the 1800s. There are bubbling springs, beautiful landscaping, and gardens. This resort also has access to some of the golf courses on Disney property. There is a ferry boat to Disney Springs as well as a walking path. If you are looking for a really unique experience, this resort also has what's called tree house villas. Much like the name suggests, these 3-bedroom villas are about 10 feet off of the ground and positioned in between trees in a wooded area.
All right, now that you have seen what resorts are on Walt Disney World property, let's talk about what you will be getting when you are staying at one of those resorts and what the differences in those categories will be for you.
When staying at a Walt Disney World resort, you will have access to extra magic hours at the theme parks, Disney transportation taking you from your resort to the theme parks, water parks, and Disney Springs, Disney's Magical Express bus taking you between your resort and the Orlando International Airport, online check-in for your stay up to 60 days in advance, resort airline check-in. If you are flying at a participating airline, you can print your boarding passes and check your bags with no need to do any of that at the airport. Merchandise delivery and pickup. You can arrange to have souvenirs sent to your resort to be picked up later instead of carrying them around the parks with you. Amenities included at all resorts: complimentary Wi-Fi, complimentary standard resort hotel parking, ATM and currency exchange, concierge desk to help you with anything during your stay, designated smoking areas as all Walt Disney World Resort rooms are smoke-free, self-service laundry facilities and dry cleaning services, more than one pool on property. Generally, you will find one main pool and a few smaller quiet pools, poolside bar, movies under the stars. In the evening, you will be able to watch a free screening of a Disney movie. This is generally shown around the main pool area. Be sure to check on where and what movies will be featured during your stay. A video game arcade, at least one gift shop. There are generally multiple gift shops at your deluxe resorts. Room features include ironing board, fridge. In most cases it will be a mini fridge, hair dryer, and toiletries. Many, but not all of the resorts will have small playgrounds for kids. Resorts will have some sort of recreation activities available, whether it's a jogging trail, bicycle rental, motorcraft rental, or fitness center. What is available does vary quite a bit from resort to resort, but all resorts do have some sort of recreation. What you get when staying at a value resort. They do have the smallest rooms available on Disney property. The rooms themselves open up to the exterior. There will be no in-room coffee makers, with the exceptions being the suites that are available at Art of Animation and All-Star Music. Bathroom vanities have a single sink. If you do have a suite, you will have 2 bathrooms, but both bathrooms will still have single sinks. The room options themselves are based on location and view. There's no real difference in the actual rooms, with the exception, of course, being the suites. The main pool area does not have slides nor hot tubs, and your food options will be a food court and in-room pizza delivery. What you get when staying at a moderate. Rooms are going to be a little bit larger than you will find at the value resorts. The rooms here also open to the exterior. There will be in-room coffee makers. The bathroom vanities do have double sinks, with the exception of Coronado Springs and the Fort Wilderness cabins. Rooms themselves are based on location and view. Again, there's no real difference in the rooms themselves, with the exception being the themed rooms that you will find at Caribbean Beach Resort and Port Orleans Riverside. The main pools do have slides as well as hot tubs. You will find campfire activities, including roasting marshmallows. The food options you will find will be food court, in-room pizza delivery, and generally one table service restaurant. Port Orleans French Quarter does not have a table service, but you can always go to the neighboring resort, which is Port Orleans Riverside. And Coronado Springs has a fitness center and a beauty salon, which no other moderate offers this. What you get when staying at a deluxe resort. Rooms are larger than both the moderate and value level rooms. Rooms open up to an interior hallway. Most rooms have balconies. Bathroom vanities have double sinks. Room options are based on location and view, as well as different types of rooms, for example suites. That will affect the size and setup and stuff like that of your room. Club level rooms are also available. On the club level, you will find food and drinks available throughout the day. Main pools will have slides and hot tubs. There will be campfire activities, including roasting marshmallows. Food options are multiple table services, counter services, and room service. You will find no food courts at deluxe resorts. They will, however, have at least one indoor lounge. Many deluxes have fitness centers and spas. The Animal Kingdom Lodge, the Beach Club, and the Polynesian Village Resort have children's activity centers, and valet parking is also available at deluxe resorts. Disney Vacation Club Villas. Most amenities found at DVC resorts compare to those of deluxe resorts, but there are a few differences. Multiple types of rooms will be available with different sizing and layouts. Normally you will have the options of a studio, a one-bedroom villa, two-bedroom villa, or three-bedroom grand villa. Kitchenettes or full-size kitchens with all of the amenities like cookware and cleaning supplies will be available at these rooms. The biggest difference between DVC rooms and any other room on Disney property is the cleaning schedule. All other rooms on property have daily cleaning. This is not the case with DVC rooms. Think of it a little bit more like renting a vacation home. It's a little bit more along those lines. For stays of 7 days or less, on the 4th day, you will have trash and towel service, where staff will take out the trash and give you fresh towels, maybe some more new toiletries, but really nothing else, no sweeping, anything like that. If you are staying more than 7 days, you will become eligible for more full cleanings. Now, if you are staying on rental points, or you are a DVC member staying on your points, you have the option to purchase additional housekeeping services at a fee, of course.
Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below, and make sure to hit subscribe. Thank you so much again for watching, and see you later, guys.